There is a verse that a lot of religious people repeat all the time. It's called, I don't feel no way tired. I have come too far from where I started from. I believe that is the attitude of many, many Americans in this country. Even though things seems like it's going the wrong way, we have to see the course through. Our people and the people that came before us, the ones that was on the right side of justice, did not tire. They kept the course. They saw what they needed to see and they kept their vision on point. Why can't we do the same? We're in the middle of a pandemic. Things aren't going the way it should, but we must stay focused. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, we must see it through. If you're sleeping, it's time to wake up. Like my man said, wipe the coal from my eye. Let's get it done. It's time to wake up. So my words is stay woke. It's the early talk wake up session. Let's get to work.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring.
It's important that people see what goes on in the middle or behind the scenes of politics. It's the reason why I have this show. I want people to understand that there is reasons for why things are the way they are. And so follow us throughout this conversation. The first conversation I'm going to have is with a guy named Kevin Haynes. Kevin Haynes has completely transformed his life. And he's going to talk about the criminal justice system, and he's going to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse and what happened, what we saw in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, and how we are moving forward now. Not only that, we're going to put it into context. I am here with a guest who has seen a lot of things, who has been through a lot of things, and he can definitely give perspective on some of the things that we've been seeing going on happening in our court system, in our judicial system, if you will. Everybody, I want to introduce and let's welcome in Kevin Haynes. Kevin, how are you?
Hello, everybody. How you doing? I'm doing great. How you making out?
I'm hanging in there. Now, Kevin, you have a unique story because, and unfortunately, sometimes I feel like it's not that unique, because there's so many people going through. But just in about 5 minutes, can you just, or even less, can you just explain to the people where you've been, where you are now, like that?
All right, basically, my name's Kevin Haynes. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. In '93, I was indicted by the feds for bank robbery. Bank robbery, I received something called 18 USC 924 Cs. They stack they stack guns on you. They can give you a life sentence pretty much in numbers without you even murdering anybody. Subsequently, of that, I did 27 years, and I've been out all of like a year and a half.
Right, and how did you get out? What policy was put into place to wherein?
Well, basically, how I actually got out was I continued to fight my case while I was in there, ended up becoming a paralegal, got that from Blackstone. But we started a group, a guy by the name of Ian Owen started a group, a 924C group. We ended up writing this judge named John Gleason, who ended up letting this guy named Holloway out. He started something called the Holloway Doctrine. And he convinced then Loretta Lynch, who became the Attorney General of the United States, to drop some of the 924C charges on this guy, on Holloway, Francois Holloway, so that he can go home. Anyway, when that happened, we rolled him and told him we appreciate what he had done. That was very big of him. He retired off the bench, and he came across our picture in our card that we sent him. And he said, hey, give me 20 of them guys, and I'm going to take their case pro bono. That's pretty much what he did. I was one of the 20 guys. When this compassionate release thing passed regarding how they apply compassionate release now it can be done for anything, pretty much. I was one of the candidates, and my judge released me on it.
I want to, in light of everything that you've been through regarding the criminal justice system, I want to talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse case, and from your perspective, what exactly did you see play out in that courtroom?
I seen America. I seen America at its best, and at its worst. That's the true America. That was clearly white privilege. Now, people will say, well, how's white privilege? Because he's not rich and famous. The whole thing was he did all that and he shot and killed white people. Well, he did all that at a Black Lives Matter demonstration. So there's white people that march with the black people. Same thing like Martin Luther King out there with at the Black Lives Matter thing. So that was pretty much a thumbs up to any white person that supports black people, and it's not just support them in a righteous, noble, and equity and liberty cause. So that's what that pretty much was. I mean, it was a disgrace. And in so many words, they're telling you they're showing you that if this is what you do, and should this happen to you, then there'll be no repercussion for it. So pretty much telling the white people, stay away from us, don't support us. It was a disgrace. The whole everything was a disgrace.
Right. And the reason why I wanted you to comment on that is for somebody that has been through the system. I mean, and the way he came across state lines with a rifle, and the way the whole thing went down. I mean, where are the feds? It's like what in the world? You know what I mean?
And that's interesting you said that, because the thing about it is, but see, this is why he really got acquitted. That charge you're talking about, the judge took it off the table. See, if you know how the feds work, you know how the state work too. Usually, if you get found guilty of one thing, it has a tendency of becoming like a domino effect. So what ended up happening was the charge about him being in possession of a firearm at a young age and all this other. The judge took all that out of the trial and said, we're just going to get him for self-defense and this murder and this, that, and the other thing. So when you take that out, that means the prosecutor can't even talk about it. And when he did, the judge admonished him because it wasn't even on the table. So what he technically got acquitted of, he should have got acquitted of, because those charges was linking on to the main charge that the judge dismissed. So when they took that out, that was it.
So that charge right there would have led to a domino effect, but the fact that he took that charge out, right? So now the Republican Party, and I say the Republican Party, what I mean is elected officials that are in the Republican Party have now put this kid up. This is an 18-year-old kid. He was 17 when the crime was committed. Now he's 18 years old. Now they have him on podcasts. They have him, as a matter of fact, he said this.
I was a Lakers fan too before he said that.
Really?
Yeah. I was really pissed off when he said that because I like LeBron, and then I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, LeBron.
Seriously.
Amen.
I was a Lakers fan too before he said that.
Really?
Yeah. I was really pissed off when he said that because I like LeBron, and then I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, LeBron.
Seriously.
Amen.
Now, when somebody makes a statement like that, this is after a trial. In your case, you're out here doing stuff for the community. You're speaking about justice and how to make things better. This kid is out here cursing and showing that he's just ungrateful to a degree. What can you say to a party or people that are irresponsible to sit him up on a platform like that?
Well, you know, it's a sign of the time. I'm gonna tell you, one of the best things to ever happen, right? I mean, when they cut the grass, well, they say you cut the grass so you can see the snakes. One of the best things to ever happen was Barack Obama becoming president of the United States. And I'm gonna tell you why. When that black man became president of the United States, for years, since I was a kid coming up, Nixon, this one, that one, Carter, Reagan. I'm not a racist. All of Congress, nobody's a racist in Congress. But as soon as Barack Obama became president of the United States, they out there, the Congress monkeys, niggas, the Tea Party, everybody came out full force. And they showed their true racist colors, the ugliness of the old America, which really is pretty much what America is. Not all white people bad. This isn't a scathing indictment on all of them. Obama showed, really pulled a mask up off them. For them to put that kid on that podcast like that showed you the direction, the vision, and the wedge that this country is going in. It's almost like they want to start a damn race war, and these is elected officials. But this is what this goes to. This is what these people elect in these areas, in these rural areas. This is what these people elect to put on in Congress. These races. I mean, it's sad. It's amazing, man. It's like I don't like the direction that this country is going in. It's you know, and then it's like, and the reason why they have the power to vote these people in and out of office is because when we sold crack in the 80s and 90s, and they was locking us up and throwing away the key, when it came because we had junkies, pretty much junkies trying to get high too, so they locked up everybody, threw away the key. When it came down to Billy and Mary, their little white kids with the heroin, they started heroin courts for them. And the reason why all this is relevant is because when you have a felony, it strips away your voting rights. So therefore, you got millions and millions of black men who don't have voting rights to vote these jokers up out of office. Whereas these white kids, because they didn't want to put their lights out, they still got their voting rights. So there's going to be a disproportionate and a disparity in that anyway. So it's not like you can't get them out of office. This is why they're fighting for restoration of voting rights for prior felons now, because so many people of color is being disenfranchised by way of voting. But here's the butt kicker. They want you could come home from prison, do all your time, be a model citizen. They expect you to pay your taxes, but they won't let you vote. So this is this is a thing that really hurts our community, because a lot of that stuff, well, I ain't gonna see our community, because as things evolved, when I was even in prison, it became a class war. It became the poor whites with the poor blacks, or just people of color. But the sad part about the poor blacks and poor white, they all hate each other. One group hate the other group. It's and divide and conquer. As it says in the Bible, a divided house can't stand.
I want to thank you for being here. You said a whole lot. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again.
Okay, man. I look forward to it, man. I love you, man. Take care, man, and keep in touch, man. I'm here.